Beloved Concordia family and friends, we are living in some crazy times. In fact, I had a friend text me this morning and they said, "Welcome to March Madness." And I thought, even though the NCAA tournament is canceled, we still have March Madness. But you know, in the midst of the madness, what an opportunity for us as followers of Jesus to live differently. Even though we may be concerned, to not be terrified or afraid and lose our minds, to be able to be people who have confidence that our God is still in control. To be people who continue to demonstrate kindness and love toward the people all around us, and to serve our neighbors, our families, our friends, our world. You know, we were going to do a sermon series starting this weekend called Burden of Proof, and it's all about the resurrection, and we'll still get to that series. But we thought it might be wise to make a shift and to do a different series, and so for the next 3 weeks, our sermon series is called Fear Not. This weekend, we're going to talk about Esther. Now, Esther was amazing. She won a beauty contest to become Queen of Persia. And what's really amazing about Esther is that she's faced with an absolutely terrifying situation. She and all of the Jews in Persia are about to be wiped out. And her cousin Mordecai comes to her. He's like a father to her. He comes to her and he challenges her. He says, "What if you've come to your royal position for such a time as this?" You know, I think the truth is, and what echoes in my heart and mind, is the reality. You and I, as followers of Jesus, have come to this time, a time just like this, for a purpose. It's not an accident that you and I are the ones that God has put in this place at this time. He has a purpose for us. And ultimately, what Mordecai challenges Esther with is the question, what are you going to do? What will you do? You know, on that note, I want to talk about what we're doing at Concordia, because things are going to be different for the next week, especially. Maybe longer, maybe it'll be over by the end of this next week. But to start with, we're going to have online worship only. That means no live worship services on our campus. We're going to follow the guidelines of the health professionals and of the city and really try to be as wise and as helpful as we can possibly be in limiting the spread of the coronavirus. Now, that means that if you have never streamed before, you can do that through the Concordia app. You can do that through Apple TV, through Roku TV. You can do it through our website at concordia.cc. And if you have any problems, we have a tech support line set up. You can text or call this number, 210-617-3780. 210-617-3780. And there are folks who know all the ways to help you get online and stream those services. Now, that has to do with worship. With regard to our day school, Concordia, our awesome school, next week, there will be no classes, and so don't bring your students to campus. There's no school next week. Our child care is also closed, and for the very same reasons, trying to be a help in limiting the spread of this disease. And if you have any questions, call the school office, call the church office, and we'll be ready and willing to answer your questions and help you in any way we can. By the way, you should have received, if you are a school parent, you should have received some information from us already via email and via Red Web. Now, why are we doing all of this? Well, as I said, we want to be part of the solution, and we understand that this virus is going to do what it does. There's not a lot we can do to absolutely shut it down, but we can be part of helping to spread out the infections in such a way that our healthcare system isn't overwhelmed. And if we can help in that way, that's exactly what we want to do. Now, if you are looking for updates, because there are all kinds of other activities and events that happen on Concordia's campus, updates will be available at concordia.cc. Concordia.cc, our regular website. We'll also be posting to Facebook and to other social media platforms. And by the way, one of the ways that you can help get the word out is by liking and sharing our Facebook posts. It multiplies the number of people who see these posts exponentially, and so that's a great way to help out. The other way you can help out is by simply making a phone call. If you see this message, call your family or call your friends, let them know what's going on so that as many people as possible have an understanding of what's happening and why it's happening. You know, beloved family, as we think about this time and as we think about all kinds of things coming up that we don't even know exactly what they will be, we know for sure that we have a God who loves us, that we are never, ever out of His care, that He is constantly and always with us. And that gives us the ability to rise above difficult times so that you and I can continue to be kind. Now, I want you to take good care of your health. We need to do that as well, right? Take care of our health and take care of one another. And finally, we have the privilege of serving in the name of our Savior Jesus. And so God's blessings to you. I'll be talking to you again soon, but I hope you have a wonderful weekend.